Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dion. This is the Crazy Troll Nation of YouTube. We start here with chapstick. The crazy just because we do what we want to do. Because this is our channel. And whatever channel you have, I hope that you're doing whatever you want to do. And whether you have a channel or not, I hope you're just doing your makeup the way you want to, using the products you want to, the tools that you want to, self-acceptance and self-love, enhancing your features if you want to, but not changing your features according to what the beauty standard or anybody may tell you you need to fit into what they say beauty is, or you need certain brands or different products. So that's the basic concept of the Crazy Troll Nation of YouTube. It's just rocking what you want to rock with confidence, regardless of what anybody may say. So I'll show you what else we do here on this channel. I forgot to mention I do curse sometimes on my channel, but I think I'm okay tonight. I'm not sure. I have had some Mountain Dew. It is 2 in the morning. I'm just in from Baltimore Playhouse. We're going to jump into this. I'm recreating a look with my MAC palette. This is going to be a recreation of the first look that I did with the Lime Crime Venus 2 palette. No, the tones are not exact, but I wanted to see how similar the looks would look. And so towards the end of the video, when I do a picture of this look, I will put a picture of that look next to it just to see how close we got with the tones. This is the only one that's not a duped color. I just wanted to add a little something because that palette was 8-pan and this is a 9-pan. And so I needed one shade and I didn't want to put a black. And so that's why I have this here. So I'm going to start priming my eye. So that's what we're going to do. I have brushes laid out. I think I have everything out. So far on my lower waterline and my lower lash line is, you know, it's the NYX retractable eyeliner. This one is in brown. So I wanted to just get that started. No face paint on. Yes, I just didn't really want to do a full face because it is 2 in the morning. This makeup is not going to be on too long, but if it does look distracting after we finish the look and also after we put color on our lower lash line, then I will add some concealer under there. But you know, that's part of being a troll, and not that I really am, because I'm not, but just doing what you want to do and being okay with if your natural features are poking through. And this is my natural features: under eye discoloration and puffiness and bags. And so even though I do like to cover it up sometimes, other times I'm like, whatevs. You know, it's not that serious. And even if I was going out somewhere, sometimes because I'm wearing a mask when I'm indoors, I may just do an eye look and not even put on concealer because the mask comes all the way up to here. And so, you know, so yeah, just rock it and not feel like, oh my gosh, I need to do concealer, I need to do foundation, I need to do a tinted moisturizer, I need to do whatever. No, you don't, because you're beautiful inside and out. And that's the self-acceptance part. It's just being okay with how you look. And even if it's something we don't like do I like this discoloration under here? No, but it's part of who I am and I'm okay with that. And so I don't feel like I need to hide a part of myself just for like, well, what are they going to say? We are our own worst critics. And you're probably sitting there now like, yeah, that's really not even that bad. Might be the lighting. It may be, but to me, this is dark. This to me right here is way darker than this side. And this is my double back side. So you see that? How it's this extra puffiness here? Yeah, so this is just a carry-on. This is just a regular hollow. So this is my carry-on bag. This is my carry-on, and this is the check-in luggage down here. And I'm okay with that. You know, it's who I am. We're going to take Kiss of Klimt. So we're going to take this shade right here on the inner portion of our lid. I didn't particularly like that first look I did with the Lime Crime Venus 2 palette, and I ended up using all 8 shades, and it was just an experiment. But as a whole, my voice just cracked. I didn't like the look. And so I was really not even wanting to recreate it. There is kick up in the pan, so you see that. Yeah, so I wasn't going to recreate it, but I remember when I first duped it with this palette, well, when I first duped out the shades, I remember saying I'm going to recreate the looks that I did with the Lime Crime Venus 2 palette. And so I want to keep my word. And I'm hoping that this one will look better than that looked. But we will see. Putting this directly on top of a primer is helping me not to have fallout because it is adhering. I was going to say sticking. It is adhering to the primer. So that's what we're working with. I'm so sorry. This is a T37 Esom brush. Next, we're going to take an Hourglass number 3. Mo money, mo problems. This is going to go on the center of the lid. And I'm going to, look at that. That just went all over. I like this brush because it is large for when I'm doing a large area. But look how easy that went. I'm going to blend in between to mix those. Not to mix them, but to blend. Well, blend in between and blend them. Duh. Can I say things the right way the first time? Take a little bit more because I want to put this up here. I am going to edit out doing this on the other eye. We're now going to take a Makeup Forever 234 brush and we're going into Starry Night, which is this shade here. I'm surprised I'm remembering these names. And that's going to go on our outer corner. That's a pretty shade. That's this right here. And it's not quite a dual, well, I guess it is a dual chrome because now it looks green and then now it looks purple. And when you lay it flat, it's almost burgundy-ish. But this is what it looks like on a brush. And that's going to go in our outer corner. I think it's going to go in the outer corner. Is it going? Is it going? No, it's kind of not. I mean, it is showing up, but it's showing up lighter than I thought it was. Maybe I need a more dense brush. This is a shimmer shade. And so maybe I really didn't put thought into this because this is a shimmer, this is a matte, and then we're back to a shimmer for the outer corner. So that's kind of strange. What do we think of that color combination, that shift? Because when I'm looking down here, I see it, but then I don't see it. You know what I mean? And I know that your angle is different than mine. And it is darker down here in this mirror than up here. Sorry for poking you in the eye. And so sometimes I'm not even sure about something. Like I might be like, oh, I really like this look. But then when I edit it back, I might be like, I might either like it more than I did when I recorded the look, or I may like it a little bit less. Like with the Lime Crime palette, I like this less when I look back at the video and the pictures. And so sometimes how I perceive things changes according to perception, which has to do with lighting and also me just being a troll. See, like this, like it looks dark right here, but then when I go like this, like it just disappears. I kind of like that in a way. Like looking down here, I like how this looks because it looks like a burnt orange type color. And down here, it looks like that too. But then when I go like this, it disappears. I mean, so it's kind of cool in a way. Next, we're going to take Uninterrupted. This is a matte shade, and this is going to go on our inner transition area. This is a Scott Barnes number 61 brush. So inner transition area. So this is going to go right here. I'm not sure how I'm liking this right here as I put more there. So I may add more of that inner corner shade in that area. I should have just started up here instead of bringing it down to here. Because this I'm liking so far, but then I'll keep going and then be like, I don't like it. And that's why this is called an experiment. You do things, you try things, and you figure out what you like about it and what you don't like about it, and then just change it up the next time. And I want you all to be okay with doing that. Not feeling like, oh my gosh, I hate this look, and then you start over. Just roll with it and just see what happens, because you may be able to fix it. And I have videos of that where I just kept going, and it turned out to be a really nice look. And then sometimes it didn't. So then you just learn. I'm going back with that first brush with this shade, and I'm going to put that back. Actually, I'm just going to sweep up right here. Okay, there we go. And I'm going to sweep over a little bit. And that's a little bit too much. To even it out. I don't like it all the way over on the green. I kind of went too far. So we're going to take that brush. I was tapping this on my cloth because some of that first shade was on this brush. And so this was me tapping it on the table. So I can just use the residual green and just sweep that right here, just to tone it down just a little bit. Because I did take it up higher, sorry, that inner corner shade to cover up right here where I had that inner transition shade. And I hope that made sense. So this is, I don't know. We're going to take a clean one and go into Sketch this shade here. And this is where I think I really stopped liking the look. And this I had put on the outer transition. That's dark. And I knew Sketch was, but damn, I forgot. And I'm going lightly, and you saw this is off the same dip, like, and I'm not dipping back into this shade. Ooh, we need to do some blending. We need to do some blending. Blending. I know I sound like a sick bullfrog. I tell people, everybody can sing. Everybody just can't sing well. I fall into that category. This, it did blend out, but damn. Clean one, nothing on it at all. See, from right here, it looks blended. Right here, I'm not so sure. So this brush has nothing on it. I'm just going to go back and forth pretty roughly because this is a deep shade and I do want it to blend. I'm not concerned with it getting muddy with the outer corner shade because it's there and then it's not. And so it's there and then it's not. So that transition looks really nice. Because you see it and then you don't see it because of the dual chrome aspect of that shade. And that was Starry Night. Colorful indeed. This green and mustard shade is definitely grungy. Woo, child. We're going to take Red Brick. Look how messy this palette is. But it's easy to clean up. This is Red Brick, which looks orange. So yeah, I'm confused by that too. And that's going to go on our inner lower lash line. I'm glad I checked that because I was going to take it all the way across. So we're going to put this right here on top of that brown liner. Here's a question. Do you prefer, like when I'm not doing a full face, because I know doing foundation and blush and all of that takes up time. If I'm just doing just the eye look, do you want to see me doing both eyes? Or do you prefer me to chop it up and edit out one eye? Like how I did the first inner corner shade. I said, I'm going to edit out doing the other eye, and then I did that. Which do you prefer? Do you want me to just keep going? Unless it's taking long? Because right now I'm looking at 18 minutes. Or, you know, do you want me to just continue to chop it up? Now we're going to take Cobalt, this shade here, and that is going to go on the rest of our lower lash line. I'm sorry, Makeup Forever 210 brush. So that's the question for you guys. Because I don't want the videos to be too long. I don't want them to be too boring. And recently I like that. Recently I have been dipping back in, tapping off, doing my base face first because I have videos doing that. You guys know how I do that. I haven't really changed much in that routine to feel like I need to start every video doing my base face. Where sometimes, like now, don't do a base face at all. And so let me know what you prefer, because I don't want you guys to be bored. Okay, the next shade we took on the lower lash line was a black, and because I didn't put one in that palette, I'm going to go into the Scott Barnes Natural. You can read it. Sorry for that awful glare. We're going to take Sin, this black here, and this is also going to go on the lower lash line. Oh, I know I said that funny. This is an Esom T03. And so we're going to just coat both sides of the brush. We're going to turn it as we go. And we're going to tap off. And I don't know why I put this on the lower lash line. I think just to use it because it seemed like this would just cover up the two shades that are already there. So it's like, why did I put them there if I'm going to put a black on top of it? You know why? Because the black in the Lime Crime Venus 2 palette was called Boot. And it was a black, but it looked like it had pink shimmer in it. And so I think that's why I put it under here, just to see what it would look like. But the shimmers didn't really show up. So it did just look like a black. And so I'm like, I have black, so I'm not going to put a black in my MAC palette. I have a few palettes with black. And the Martine Cosmetics has 3 black shades in it. So I'm like, I don't need another black. And we're going to take this shade here, which is Uninterrupted. And we're going to buff out our lower lash line. I like how that looks under there. I always laugh when I notice when I'm doing this, when I go like this with my mouth, because it's completely unintentional. We're going to take red brick and further buff that out, but I kind of don't want to do that, and I kind of remember not liking how that looked. So I'm going to take a smaller brush. Did I say what this one was? This was an Esom V30, an Esom V33. This one is an Esom V31. So we're going to take red brick, that orange in the middle, which I don't know why it says red brick, because to me it looks orange. And we're going to put that right here. And again, I don't know why I did this. I think I wasn't, sorry for smacking, I think I wasn't liking how it was looking. And so I just doubled down and just kept adding stuff. And that's how it turned into an experiment with all 8 shades in the palette, because I used all 8 shades in the palette. I think looking at it like this, I like this. When I look at it like this, I don't like Sketch. I don't like this right here. If I would have just left the lid and maybe even taken Uninterrupted all the way over, I would like it. So like this, I like it. And like this, I do really like it. But when I look straight, this just looks too dark in that area right there. And so what I think I'm gonna do, we're gonna take some more of the Uninterrupted. That's gonna be too dark though. This shade right here, I think that would be too dark to take it all the way up. So what I'm gonna do, take another one of these ones, because I have 2 of them. We're gonna go into our Natasha Denona Camel palette, the one I said I always just gravitate to when I need a blending shade. And we're gonna take this middle shade here, which is Safari, and we're gonna use this to buff out, well actually just put it on top of it to just blend it and maybe tone it down a little bit. I do like this better. So I like it this way, I like it this way, and I like it this way now as well. So we're going to just small circular motions on this side too. And this is what I'm saying, just try to fix it. Especially if you're not, you know, going to an event or somewhere where it's like, okay, I really need to, you know, have my shit together. But if you're just playing around, just try it, just try stuff. Or even if you're just doing your face and you're just like running errands, like, you know, you're going to the post office or the grocery store, like who really cares? Like who's really checking for you like that? Well, some people do meet the level of their life in grocery stores. But I'm just saying, you know, if you're not going to like a wedding or a party or, you know, dinner with friends, you know, just play around with your makeup and have fun with it. Be a troll. Just go for it. That's all I'm saying. So this I like better, and I do like it better like this. This is kind of throwing me off because when I lift my brows, this is a lot lighter, but it's not awful. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a little tiny bit of Sketch, this shade here, and see how this comes all the way down. There's like a gap right here. So is that lighting or the shape of my eye? My eyes are not symmetrical. One half of my face is not symmetrical to the other. So I'm just putting Sketch really lightly right here, just to kind of fill in this gap right here. So I guess I'm finding out this eye is puffier than the other eye. Back to that brush that we just used for blending. And we're going to blend. I'm going to raise my brow and blend because I want to blend this area right here that looks like there's a patch. Fenty eyeliner in black. So do just let me know if you want to see me do both eyes or do like I did before and edit out one eye, which will shorten the video. Let me know what you prefer. I'm okay doing either one. We're going to use up some more of the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Push-Up Lashes. Oh, hard getting it open. I do wonder if this is almost done. And I think it is. Because I'm really having to put pressure on the lashes as I'm turning the brush to get product off. And so I think this will be done after this look. Because I'm having to work for it. Which tells me I've just about used it up. Which is a good thing, because I do like to actually finish products. I was going to say I'm not going to do lower lash line as I started doing my lower lash line. Yeah, there's not much left on this brush. Yeah, this is done. Awesome. I'm going to leave chapstick on. And I'm going to put this Scott Barnes lip gloss and coins on top of it, because this by itself, it's dry. It's not dry. It's thick and it's sticky and I don't like it. And so I said to myself, I'll just try it over chapstick. And I'm debating what to do with that mini holiday set that I purchased. Because I did swatch them all on the back of my hand. And so I don't want to be like, hey, who wants these? Even though I didn't use them on my lip. And so this one that I did try on my lip, I thought I'll try it over chapstick and see how it feels. And I also don't like the smell. But if it's tolerable, then I'll just use the other ones over top of chapstick too. But it does feel better over the chapstick. But that means it won't last as long, which is fine. I don't like this gloss with this look, because y'all know I like me with a dark lip, but I just wanted to try this over the chapstick to see if I liked it better than over a bare lip, and I do, so that's a good thing. Swatches. I almost forgot, and I did a video before and I had forgot. The camel, yeah, this is the camel palette. Oh gosh, this shade Safari. I need a cloth to wipe my fingers on. That's this shade. I'm gonna just start inside. I don't know why I have a tendency to start. See why this is a good blending shade for me? Because even though my arm is not the same shade as my face, like you see that? Like it just blends right the fuck in. And now we're gonna take the black from the Scott Barnes one because I don't want to forget. This one is called Sin. So this is Sin. Yeah, this shade. Again, I will put the color placement below. And we're just gonna go over. This feels dry, but it applies nice. That's Red Brick. This is Sketch. That's what that looks like. This is Uninterrupted. Nice grungy shade. These two look nice together, right? But watch this. Watch when I put this green. I was gonna say, did we use the green? And I'm looking at it on my eye. Look at this. That with that mustard shade, and that mustard shade with the, So we got two more to swatch. This one, Cobalt. That's that shade. And we have one more. This is Starry Night. I'm surprised I'm remembering these names. So this is Starry Night. So these are the shades. I'm laughing because, let me get my bracelets right. I'm laughing because this first shade, it's like, where is it? So these are the shades that we use today. I will say my favorites are this one, and of course these three, because these are grungy. And this adds a nice pop. And if you, I was gonna say if you need to deepen it, but that's another palette, so that's irrelevant. So these are the shades that we use for this look today. Let me know what you think about it. Do you like it better since I put that non-shade, this non-shade here and blended that? Yeah, so I am liking this a lot better than when I did it with the Lime Crime palette. And so I am glad that I did keep my word and dupe that look. And I will put a picture somewhere of what that is. So you can see that one versus this one and see how close we got. But I do like this one a lot better. So that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. And you will see me in the next video.